The night we met on that stage in front of all those people, I would have never guessed that today we would be standing here in front of all of these people. We are sure lucky to have a God who loves us so much and delights in our joy, silly dreams, and love for one another. He has blessed me with a man who loves me and shows me compassion in ways that I could never imagine. You are my best friend, my comedic relief, my classroom volunteer, my workout buddy, my inspiration, and finally today, you become my lifelong partner. I've shown you my absolute worst sides, and you don't even blink. You've given me a space to hold nothing back and experience absolute freedom, having to never fear your reaction. With you, I can laugh, cry, scream, and just breathe, accepting that I am enough. Our partnership in marriage may not always be perfect, but I thank God that you are the person I get to share it with. I pray for the compassion, patience, and understanding to love you the best I possibly can. You are deserving of the most unconditional and sincere love. I pray for the compassion, patience, and understanding to love you the best I possibly can. You are deserving of the most unconditional and sincere love. Each day, I vow to uplift you with my words and my actions. In a world that may not always see you as I do, I vow to be there to reflect God's view of you and the noble truth that He has put in your heart. I vow to hold your hand as we lift up our heads to remember the abounding love and grace that flows over us each morning. I vow to put your wants and your needs above my own. I vow to be honest with you and call you out, as well as admit my own shortcomings. I vow to wake up and tell you I love you each morning before we go conquer the world. I vow not to keep score, because I'll always win anyway. I vow to try new foods when I'm with my new family and on special occasions. And last, but certainly not least, I vow to love you with everything that I have for the rest of our lives. I love you, Brian Casey Preap, more than words or actions could ever express.
Jennifer, first of all, I love you too. It's insane that we're finally standing here, ready to commit to a life together as one. Time definitely flies when I'm with you, and we just can't ever seem to get enough of it, but that's exactly why. I'll never take a moment with you for granted. It doesn't seem like that long ago we were playing that silly dating game, where unfortunately you came in second, but all that matters now is we're here, and you're the number one person in my life. After years of growth and reflection in both the spirit and ourselves, we finally crossed paths when we least expected it. God has a really funny way of giving you exactly what you needed at just the right time. From the honest and meaningful conversations we had at the beginning of our friendship, I felt like I had known you for years. Your words and your heart brought peace to me in challenging times and wisdom that I'd been seeking for years. Something about talking to you just made time fly and made our world just a bit more manageable. I don't know if it's your kindness, your faith, or your infectious smiles, but your presence touches hearts everywhere you go. I've seen you challenge yourself spiritually, intellectually, and physically just as you have done for me. I've seen you defeated, but somehow you always find your way back. I pray that we will continue to build each other up in everything we do and bear each other's burdens like they're our own. Today officially starts our team, and I want you to lead beside me. You're my best friend, and I know I can count on you as we take on the world. I thank God for blessing me with a woman who truly makes me strive to be the best version of myself. I promise you I'll always be by your side to hold your hand, pull you close, and love you like every day is our last.
Well, we've done the vows and the pledges and exchange rings before God and these witnesses. So therefore, by the authority vested in me as a minister of the gospel, I pronounce you husband and wife. Brian, you may kiss your wife. Great pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Brian Preap.